Okay, just on the off chance this comes out pretty good, I'm gonna record this. I'm gonna just fry random vegetables, semi-random vegetables, um, that I don't know. I picked up some asparagus today. I've been trying to get to like that. I had some carrots in the fridge that are not old but not new. Uh, I keep wanting to call these scallions. They're shallots. They're shallots. I use a shallot, some garlic, and some potatoes. And that's it. Gonna cook it in a mixture of olive oil and butter. I might not even use olive oil. I might just use a little bit of sunflower oil because it's kind of a waste of good olive oil to just fry things in it. Too much, to fry it too much. And by the time the carrots get caramelized, that's the way I'm going to start this, is to caramelize the carrots. And then in goes the onions and potatoes at the same time. The onion group here. And then when the potatoes and the onions are looking good, in go the asparagus at the end. And yeah, and I'm going to, meanwhile, try to figure out how to deal with these frozen kebabs of calamari and shrimp on a stick. And that looks like a pretty good supper to me, if I can not ruin it. Okay, on goes the burner. And I decided to start my carrots out in olive oil. Not olive oil, I'm sorry, sunflower oil. Because sunflower oil is, it's pretty neutral. It's less expensive than olive oil. And I don't think the olive oil is going to buy me anything there. I just really want to let these carrots caramelize, and somehow, I'm not sure in what physical form the sweet flavor of the caramelization manifests itself. If it's that little brown crunchies on the outside, I think that's what it is. I look at that like carrot sugar. So I'm just going to let these cook in a medium here until they start to get done. In the meantime here, Coco, don't worry, I'm going to make you eggs, okay? Because you're not going to like this. In the meantime, I'm going to get my potatoes and onions ready to go in. And then when they're in, that'll give me time to get the asparagus cut up a little bit. In the meantime, just wondering about that. I don't know. Okay, so the carrots are just happily sizzling away here. And they're starting to show some signs of getting a little bit of, a pointer here. A little bit of signs of some cooking going on there, but not anything brown yet, nothing for the that caramelization aspect of it. And I think I've got enough oil there. They're coated nice. The butter's not going to go in until the end. I've got my potatoes and my onion group here, the shallot and the garlic chopped up. I think the right thickness for the size of the potatoes, so they can all go in together and cook together. And then I'm saving the butter till these are done, and then when the asparagus goes in, that's when I'm going to put the butter in. Because I'm starting to get a appreciation for asparagus. I won't say I love it yet, but I don't hate it anymore. So that's progress. Okay, so while we're waiting, giving our carrots a little bit of time, no pun intended, I don't have time. I have sage, assaggio, rosemary, and oregano. And this is I think the oregano is the one I'm going to just try, just to see what this spice tastes like. I'm not saying this is all appropriate, but I'm just going to put it in there and let it cook. And maybe one sprig just to see how it is. See, the sage here I think is going, I could start using some sage. These are last year's growth, and I should probably trim them back. But there's a lot of nice fresh sage coming up through here. And the oregano is looking pretty healthy, but I want to let that bush grow. I've got another little tiny one over there. I want to let it get a little bit bigger too before I start taking too much off the rosemary here. Now, okay, that's it for now. Let's just go with this one little bit of fresh oregano. Okay, so been about 20 minutes here now but my carrots are starting to brown up nicely and get soft. So they're ready enough. They're ready enough for the next addition. Now this rosemary won't go in until I put in the asparagus in the butter at the end. I just don't want to burn it up. I don't know if I should put it in now with the potatoes and garlic and the shallot or not. Well, let's get these three going. Okay, so I flipped over a potato here, and yeah, they're frying nicely. Let me break these up a little bit more. Get them down in the oil. But it's getting close to time to I can start flipping these guys over a little bit. I've had enough of them down in the hot spot here in the middle in the oil for long enough now that they're starting to get hot, at least. They have a little crispiness to them. And I kind of wish now that I'd gone with olive oil on this, because I've got some really, really good fried potatoes in Italy. I think what they're doing, it's not frying them, but so much as cooking them with olive oil and putting them under the broiler, giving them sort of a baking, broiling treatment. But they're so good. They're these little semi-yellow potatoes. So, okay, a little bit more time. And I solved the question of what to do with these calamari on a stick. And that is, they're going under this broiler. I don't know. I'm just gonna keep an eye on them, and when things start to look like they're browning up, then we'll take them out. Okay, I've been doing my best to try to just ignore this. Oh, look, and yes, it was a good idea. They're getting that nice brown crispiness to them. Fantastic. Okay, now it's time to start. I should individually turn over each one and get every one exactly the same brownness on both sides, and that's the beauty of the individual care you can give with your cooking tweezers. Look. Okay, but now we have to get moving here. And just keep flipping this over, and some pieces are going to be done a little bit more than others, and that's just the price you pay. I mean, I don't see how you could have perfect consistency and still get your dinner done on a decent time frame. But yeah, these have got to be flipped over in just a couple seconds again, so that those pieces, these kind of, these white pieces, they're cooked. But this guy, it's brown on the bottom, it's white on the top. That'd probably be fine. I suspect it will be just fine, but I want to get them a little bit more towards the brown side and keep that caramelization going in the carrots. And look here, how are my shallots and garlic doing? Pretty good. Oh, look at that. Look at that piece right there. Wow. That is a nice little piece of shallot. Oh. Okay. Now, I decided here to leave the asparagus whole like this. And I think what I'm going to do, I'm rationalizing here and talking myself through this, is put in a chunk of butter and the asparagus all at once, and the oregano sprig. And it doesn't really, it's not really that kind of a thing that has that much smell to it. It doesn't jump out at me. So I don't know. But I don't think it could be that bad. Yeah, and I might just go with a little bit more olive oil at the end with the butter here and these guys. But so as soon as this is cooked, the potatoes are browned enough, and the onions not the onions, I say the onion group, the shallots and the garlic, they're in there. I can see here they're soft. not too over browned. A couple of them are a little bit browned. But yeah, that's looking pretty good. In fact, I think that could almost be called done, but I'm going to give it a little bit more time. And speaking of time, in the meantime, how are we looking here? Oh, we're nice and defrosted. So let's give that, well, give it some time here. Because we want to go for more than defrosted. We want to get those guys, you know, getting crispy. Okay, and actually, not much time has elapsed since the last time I buttered in on the cooking here, but there you go. That's how I'm going to do my asparagus and my oregano. And I'm going to give it just a little dose of, maybe a medium-sized dose. A dose of extra virgin olive oil. Then start giving them some, putting some heat up to them. There they are. And it starts to look interesting. You know, it's got the potatoes, the carrots, and you know, the green contrast in colors and shapes and everything, and oh, I'm having fun with it. Okay, and then in goes the butter. Now, the oregano obviously is going to be taken out at the end. My strategy here is the way they use sage here. They just cook the sage leaves in the oil in a variety of different types of sauces. And they get crispy, and they take them out because the flavor has gone into the oils of the dish. And I don't know if oregano works in that same way or not. I'm just experimenting here with this oregano. Look, it's all wilted already. I don't know if that's good or bad. I want to get that down in contact with these oils so that if it's an oil-based flavor that comes out of the oregano, oh, and the butters too. See the butter? Oh, tasty butter. That maybe that will, maybe it's just a little bit of flavor, maybe subtle. I don't know. But the asparagus raw like this, I like it this way. It's like broccoli for me. I love broccoli raw. Even cooked, but not too cooked. Once it gets beyond a certain point of cooking, it's kind of disgusting to me. So, I don't know. Everybody has their taste. And that's what I'm trying to do here, is find out how to cook asparagus in such a way that I like it, and I have found a couple ways. So, and I think this will be another one. It's comfort food, you know. Fried potatoes, you know, carrots with the caramelization, you know, some onions, some garlic. Well, not onions, it's shallots. That's not going to be bad. That's a nice dish of veggies there. So, let's let it cook a little bit more, flip it a little bit more, and hope our seafood catches up. And a little last-minute addition. These are pine nuts. I should have pre-toasted these or something. Just a couple there to cook up with things. That can't hurt anything. A little bit of nuttiness, I suppose. Yeah, they don't need another flip, maybe 2 or 3 flips. Every time you do these random flips, I'm sure there's some good mathematics out there someplace that'll describe to us what percentage of the pan is likely to be exposed to a certain amount of heat. These things are all very well studied. But I guess if we're not going to solve those equations, which we're sure as hell not, when things get hot, use your gut and keep keep flipping every so often. And just through the act of randomness, the pieces will get to the places where they need to get cooked nicely, and they'll get enough heat. So the things are heating up and cooling down a little bit, because the stuff on the top, it's very slightly cooler than the stuff down in the oil. That's the point of maximum temperature. But they're not that far above it, and we've got radiant heat coming up. So I don't know. I just get a kick out of it. I'm enjoying it, and I think this is going to be a good dish. I don't know why. It's totally vegan. The thing I don't like here is some of these pieces. Here's a piece of, what is that? Shallot or garlic? I don't know. It's a little bit too cooked up. Even this piece right here. This is a piece of shallot. It's going to be crispy. Get on there. But it's not too crispy. It's brown. It's golden brown, which means, no, it's beyond golden brown. It's brown, which means it's going to be in a caramelized state. It's certainly not burned. So I think this is working out overall pretty well. Wow, there's not a bit of meat in sight here. Just the butter is the only animal fat involved in this. But, wow, does that look good? It smells good, too. Pepper, salt? Don't know. I think we'll just turn off the heat here and let this turn off the heat here. Cover it. Just leave that sit for a minute. Let's see how our fish is doing here. Okay, they're broiling. They're getting there. Okay, these seafood kebabs, some shrimp, some calamari, they're meant for the grill. Come on, let's get serious here, John. They are meant for the grill. And they were cooking okay in the under the broiler thing there, this combination microwave broiler gizmo. But I'm going to go with tried and true. Finish them off in the pan here. A little bit of butter. And they will be good. There's no question they'll be good. And then we have to consider Coco. What's Coco having for supper? Coco. Daddy's cooking. But what about poor Coco? Don't worry, sweetie. I got you covered. Okay. This is looking good. Very good. And this is a weird combination of things. I don't think this asparagus, potato, carrot thing goes with the seafood thing at all very well. But here I'm going to put it all together in this little bowl. And that's dinner, and I can't wait. So, Coco, now for you. We'll start with a little bit of mortadella. Let's turn the heat down in the pan. Oh yes, yes. I use the same pan for Coco as for myself, and it's fine. It'll get washed. You know, we understand about cleaning practices and aseptic techniques and all that sort of thing. But, okay, so we're going to start with a little mortadella, Coco. A little bit of burro, not too much. Just enough to make it good. Yep. And then we need some cheese in here and some other things. And Coco, you're going to be fine. Oh, you're going to love this. Don't worry. I think if you're a vegetable tonight, it's going to be a little bit of the little baby, zucchini. Little baby zucchini. So I'm going to cook that here with the mortadella. It'll be good. Don't worry. Okay, Coco, a little bit of mortadella and some zucchini. These oils are left over from, my dinner. That should be good spices for you. Coco, come. Come on over here. It's okay, sweetie. Coco, come. It's okay. You can hang out here. Sit. Seduto. Seduto. Buono. I'm making it right here. You know, and I think the zucchini is going to be nice because it's going to have lots of that mortadella taste on it, which will make it very good. Oh, yes. That'll make it good. Oh, and I love this, the way this mortadella is crisping up and frying. Oh, my. It reminds me of a wonderful thing from my youth. The fried bologna sandwich. Meravigliosa. Hey, Coco. Oh, what's that? Did I miss? Oh, there's a piece fall on the ground. Here. Go ahead and get it. Get it there, that little piece there. Yeah. Then we put on some cheese. This is Galbanone. And Galbanone goes back in Italy. It's very common here because they've done things very well to make a nice, a sliced mozzarella, which is hard to get here. Everybody loves the fresh mozzarellas. I think I might just dice this up a little bit before we put it in there with the eggs. And I think I'm going to turn up the temperature a tad too. It's not cooking quite. I could be going a little faster. Wouldn't hurt a darn thing. Listen. Listen. Okay, so mortadella. Little baby zucchini. Cooking in a little bit of burro, a little bit of olio. Just let that all cook. At some point here, I'm going to put in a couple of eggs. 2 eggs. And a little bit of cheese. Maybe 2 of those slices of cheese. Okay, I'm fairly proud of that. I had to use 2 hands, so I couldn't make a video of it. But to crack these Umbrian eggs with their thick shells, my gosh, it's incredible. You have to really give them a good smack on the pan. And if you're going to avoid getting shells in your eggs, I don't know. I think there's a little bit of luck involved. In any case, let's get these eggs mixed in here well, nicely. And get the cheese melted. And stir together here. And actually, I'm going to pull this off the fire for a while because right now, we don't need this heat. The lowest heat we can get is good. More than enough. The heat of the pan is enough to finish this dinner. But this is all about, a little bit of melted cheese, the eggs cooked, the zucchini not overdone, not raw, but some cooked and soft and nice with whatever vitamins it brings to the table. But the basic flavor here is going to be, I think, eggs, cheese, and the mortadella. Coco. No wonder you're so patient. Because I love you. You sure? We cook nicely for Coco. Very good things. Sure. That's why you don't kill us in our sleep. Right? Is that why you don't... Come on, tell me. Is it my cooking? Is that why you don't kill us in our sleep? Coconuts. Baby. Oh, she's a sweetie. Oh. No, that's not the reason. You're just a good dog. You're just a good girl. Yeah, sure. Okay, let me get back to your dinner. Yeah, it's fairly balanced. Veg, cheese, meats, eggs. Geez, that looks good enough to eat. But nope, that's for Coco. Okay. Okay, here it is. And Coco's all happy over there. And it's good for me. I don't know if you like it or not. I mean, it's the weirdest fusion. I don't even want to call it a fusion. Try to bring together, fried potatoes, carrots, stuff like that, pounded nuts. It's a bizarre combination. Nobody's going to agree on this. Except me. I like it. And love calamari. Now, does it pair well with, the oniony, asparagus-y, potato type things? To me, yeah. You go from one bite to the next. Maybe seafood, somebody has set up some reason that it doesn't pair well with whatever, certain land foods. I don't know, screw all that. If it's good, it's good for you, then love it. But the underlying thing here, this with the potatoes and the carrots and the asparagus, I'm getting to like asparagus more and more. This is cooked a little bit more than I used to be able to tolerate, but it's good. It's very good. And it's not just because there's butter covering up the flavor. Let's have another bite of calamari. Great. In any case, I'm going to wrap this up. Don't even try to make it just like this. Do your own thing and experiment. It's a little bit I don't even know how to describe it. The underlying essence of what was needed to be a decent cook. I'm not saying I am one, by any means. And I appreciate those traditionalists who make it a certain way as they have been doing it for 100 years. There's a heck of a lot of value in that. But, I like to experiment and fool around with things, and I like this. It's good. So, bon appetit.